called Altoona. We call it White Mall. It's called Altoona. There is St. Thomas looking over the graveyard, the crime bay. Back in the day, we used to come up here. It's called White Mall, has Island out there. From this perspective here. And some of the original homes up here look like this. And the harbor itself today, there's no cruise ship in. Father's Day, I think Frenchtown will be alive on Father's Day. Zero to my camera, 0 to maybe I was above it, but this is what it is. Oh God.
Still here in St. Thomas?
No, he lives in Georgia now.
How old is he more or less?
He's 70, 71, 72. Yeah.
I can't remember what the team is. I mean, in double A, I don't remember what team it is.
Yeah. Well, he said he was the best center fielder. What about Frisky? You know? Oh yeah, Frisky. You know Frisky? Okay.
His father.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you remember a lot, right? Yeah, he said he was. He was still strong, man. You used to be a strong guy. Yeah.
What's your name?
Leon Varlak.
Which Varlak? Which Varlak, St. John?
Out of East End, the BVI. Anagata, yeah. They're all the same. We came out of Christopher Varlak. Yeah, all of them from Kenneth Varlak, George Varlak. Yeah, all of them. Yeah, they came out of. The matriarch was Christopher Varlak out of Anagata, and all spread from there all the way. Yeah. So. He used to make a kite. Yeah.
He was a cricketer.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, what's his name?
Yeah. What team did he play?
I guess I can't remember what team he played with.
Yeah.
I think he used to play second base and shortstop.
Yeah. No, center field. And he said he was the best. He keep telling me I was the best, man. Monsanto said.
I thought they were the best.
Monsanto said I was one of the best. You know?
And what they call the media.
Okay.
Everybody else was making.
Except for Edward Brooks.
I don't remember hearing anything about Eddie Boy.
Oh, Eddie Boy, that's what you call him. Why you call him Eddie Boy?
Well, because
he was not into his culture. He was not into his culture.
Yeah, well, once you're gonna go up there, well, you get elected
by the people.
1960-something from the Boston in Massachusetts.
Area?
Boston.
Yeah. I know. I've been there.
Black senator at the time.
Yeah. So he wanted to secure his seat.
Roxbury.
Yeah.
Roxbury, Massachusetts.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
He was a Howard graduate.
Yeah. Well, you remember Gene Wilder, right?
Yes.
The first what? First governor
of Virginia.
Of Virginia.
As a matter of fact, he and I went to the same law school.
In fact, I went to my granddaughter graduating class, and he was there as a pronounced speaker, and he was taking pictures. People were taking pictures with him, and he was a what we call it then
what we call proposition.
Okay.
I always say he is Judah of Charleston, South Carolina, or Judah of New Orleans, Louisiana. They never say he's from.
Yeah.
He was born right over there
in St. Croix. Yeah.
Well,
you know what? I went to St. Croix. I found out something disturbing, right? You know Queen Mary, right?
Yeah.
They actually burned Queen Mary in 1848. The burn her and all the people. Yeah,
Fire burned in 1878.
I'm saying in I'm talking about the Danish government. It's a plaque by
Joan of Arc.
yeah, the plaque by what's the name? The guy Hamilton in D. Hamilton Park in Christiansted.
D. Hamilton Jackson.
Jackson.
You're freaking up, man.
Jackson. His park is where they have that plaque.
Golden bread.
Huh?
In Christiansted, what are you?
In Christiansted.
No.
Yeah, it's a park down there in Frederiksted. Frederiksted.
That's in Grove, man.
Yeah, they have a park called D. Hamilton Park, and right there by a big tree, they have what happened to Queen Mary and her band of revolutionaries.
You talking about not in Frederiksted town?
Frederiksted, I don't know, it's out on the skirts there, and we have a park there named D. Hamilton.
That's in Grove Place.
Yeah, I don't know what they call the place. Yeah. But anyway,
That's what you gave me. A little confused.
I'm reading what I saw.
I got you.
Joan of Arc.
You have the town. You have Christiansted town.
Yeah,
And Frederiksted town.
Yeah.
The towns. And then you have different parts
yeah,
of the island.
Yeah.
You get Grove Place, you get Labyrinth, you get Ivy.
Yeah.
How you doing?
but I couldn't distinguish. I just figured
I got you.
this is Frederiksted.
got
I thought all of it was. Yeah, Jimmy.
Einstein James.
And one of his brother was a mechanic. Yeah. All right. That's my man here. I'm asking him for win content. And he said he don't know win content. Great grandfather.
Great.
Okay.
George Martin, George.
Okay.
Wait a minute, let me get together. His eldest son, Charles Leopold George, he died in 1922. He had 10 children.
An analogy from actually Kevin George.
Okay. Well, I know somebody that does video. Okay, so I would ask him. I would also give him your number so he could call you and you all can discuss whatever. I forget his damn name. I know he's from Tatola. Then it's there.
Video thing here. Beautiful place called St.Thomas USVI, Virgin Island. It's quite a different place to be, and I'm happy to be here today doing my video shoot. Me downtown St. Thomas, I'm doing my video shoot here. It's a beautiful place up the street down here. I can't help but myself with a video shot. It's a beautiful place. This is Main Street, US Virgin Island. Opening of the village there. Class of 72. Yeah, June, the class of 72. How you doing, policewoman? And I'm running into him. I see this guy from a distance. I know it's him. So I had to come and see it, right? Right? The name is Junior, right? What me? Yeah, I've been gone for 13 years. The happening place today is it's called the Mall here in St. Thomas. Nice, interesting place. I'm in Market Square, Government Hill. Yeah, this is St. Thomas. Emancipation Garden here in the U.S. Virgin Islands. And I'm going to walk back down. So what does this? So what does it symbolize?
Freedom of slavery. This is where the ceremony that took place that freed all the slaves back in July 3rd of 1848. But I'm on a private tour with these folks, okay?
Okay, all right, got you. This is emancipation, is where freedom of slave took place right here in this place called Emancipation Garden here in the U.S. Virgin Islands. A.H. Reese Mall here in St. Thomas. It's quite a different scenery here that is called Tourist Information Center here. As I roll my camera down this street, it's a reflection of what's now there's some place that you want to come to before beautiful place to see. So this afternoon, this morning, I took the opportunity to come out there to this video of this beautiful place called Somali here. That people should come down, have the beautiful food here, and a crazy cow. I don't see any crazy cow sign there anymore. It's all jewelry. Maya jewelry. In front of this beautiful mirror wall here, set here paradise. I can help myself actually take this picture of this shot here. It's called U.S. Virgin Islands. What's here? This place here called St. Thomas USVI. I'm on the outskirts of St. Thomas USVI. This sense is my it's a harbor itself, and here this morning actually capturing all the sceneries of St. Thomas USVI. It's always a nice place to come and you shoot. It's quite interesting. St. Thomas USVI town. It's a quite nice place. Hey man, how's it going? Hi. Hey man, I told you. Yeah. You name again? I said you brought up. Who? I said you brought up. Don't see brought up. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, okay. I got to meet with her the other day. Yeah, okay. All right. So, hey, man. I'm in front of Brits. And I can't have myself a camera. Big passage there. It's St. Thomas there. St. Thomas is a popular restaurant. Been around here for a long time. You can see it's still standing. People still actually here of St.Thomas. Oh wow, look at this beauty here. From where? Where y'all coming from? Texas. Huh? Texas. Damn country. Yeah. Beauty. All right. Beautiful. Beautiful here in Texas. Look at all the beauty. I tell you. Right. This is a symbolic picture here of
And I'm actually capturing the 50 years ago.
I know what Josh is. Josh is like Josh is the property is complete. Collecting the money come run by a lawyer who gets decision to all who have interest in the cross. That's what she's still waiting on money. That's because a scheme, I'm talking the fucking scheme. They can't get me no cross. That's what it's done. I know what's going on. I don't need nobody to tell me that. I went to school at Bar 7, but because I educated my DJ go out. Okay? You can't get the same get up. Everybody, look at church agent. All the money goes in the church goes straight to the money. And every Christian is not in America. Every Christian is a subject at home. Look at the
I have an address, right, in St. Thomas, right? Yeah, right. Right. So yeah, so I don't know. Louis, I talked to him the other day. I don't know where he's at. He's here, right? I always ask you when you come back. So when you going? I damn from.
From right here.
Oh yeah. What's your bloodline?
What's my bloodline?
Yeah.
What you mean? My last name?
Yeah.
Joseph.
Joseph. Connected to.
Albert Joseph.
Okay. See, I know you got a good bloodline. Look at you. Wow. Okay. I always talk about how she used to be a pollster. Used to go to the polling places, right?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, used to be a polling place.
Yes.
Yeah, used to run the polling place.
Yeah, I have to do that.
Yeah, back in the day. So how old are you now? My mom made it to 89.
Should be 93.
Yeah. Okay.
Soon after run uphill.
From the hilltop in Nada. Looking down into the lagoon, looking to Red Hook. And some of the sceneries of a lagoon out there. Finally caught himself. The trees became green again. So this is the lagoon. There's a lagoon down there. From the hilltop of Nada Hill, I'm looking right down in the lagoon and Nada Hill, where Mom lived in the distance. I can't see her house, but I can see Bavoni. Yeah, her house is right there in the crest, but I can see Bavoni. There's her house there. I can see Bavoni in the background. Nada Hill view with the race. I had to go there to find records of who I am.
Yeah.
On the Varlac side. In the Methodist Church.
Methodist Church, they got everything.
They got everything there.
Everything.
Yeah. So anyway, that was interesting, man. So,
I'm going right?
Yeah. No, you got to turn back around here. Remember, you got to turn back down there. You got to turn around.
guitarist?
Yeah, no.
Oh, you're not a guitarist, you're a brother, a guitarist.
I'm the brother. And you are, I know you. You are
And Yvette friend.
Yvette friend. How is Yvette doing?
Yvette is doing. I going by her for Christmas.
Huh?
I'm going by her for Christmas.
For Christmas?
I spend my life.
Yeah, I call up when she got flooded. I mean, when that place got flooded. You know what I'm saying? That place got flooded.
We taking a
Unique about being here in the Overlook, playing music. What inspired you? You know, something like that.
Spreading the steel drums. The
Yeah.
steel drum is the steel pan is a high. It's a hidden instrument.
Yeah.
So I picked this spot knowing the tourists pass through.
Okay.
All parts of the world pass through.
Okay.
You could be amazed how much people I see a day that never saw
Never
a
seen a steel drum, right?
And when I explain it to them, it's an oil drum, how it was made, the fire, you sink it. They're amazed every day.
Okay, so
I love what I do.
How was you inspired? How was you inspired?
Well, I'm from Trinidad. My dad used to live here.
Originally, that's where them stuff came from.
When I came here, this was billing.
Yeah.
When I see it billing, I told my dad, I said, Daddy, I'm going to go up there.
Yeah,
That's a good spot to spread.
Right.
For the people to know the music.
So you know Sukram?
Yeah.
Okay, because Sukram was my neighbor from Trinidad.
Yeah, I know
He's
Bobby Muhammad.
a coolie. Yeah, I know coolies are
Santiago Bar sing Bobby Muhammad.
Yeah, I know that's a derogatory term. I was told that coolie is a derogatory term.
Coolies, you know, we say Indians.
Yeah,
my
Indian.
family on my father's side is Indian.
But I'm saying
I don't like when you call them coolies.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know it was. Like, for example, I ran into a Jamaican in Cherokee Village, North Carolina, right? I was happy to see him, right? And I said, oh, God, boy, because I know every nationalist.
Call them boy.
Oh, God. You know, Trinidadian is, oh, God, boy.
That's our slang.
Right.
The Jamaican
and Jamaican, no, that's what Jamaican is, right? Blood clot, man, right?
Yeah.
And he right away, man, you actually Islander, you know what I'm saying?
All the islands
So
have
everyone have a different slang.
St. Thomas is my son.
My son, you know, you got it right. You got it right. So I will actually quiz a person from St. Thomas, right? I run into the man, I say from St. Thomas. I say, what is the original slang that people use
on the
island? And if they're from St. Thomas
and they can't
say that, they ain't from there. Or there may be a 8th generation or something, right?
And the next one is they man.
Yeah, they man. No, the other one was stay up.
Yeah.
Stay up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
So that's how I can distinguish between it.
I had a big hat.
Yeah, a big hat. You were active. You used to be up and down the place doing it. You know what I'm saying? Telling the people.
Somebody tell me
Yeah.
I have riches, but I don't know where to find.
Yeah, but you can't sue her anyway because you know why? Because it's a public domain. You understand what I'm saying? My video, see? In my video and my picture. See?
Them men, they won't do nothing, so they get a little cat.
Yeah.
And start going and they get a pitch.
Okay.
They get a pitch note.
Okay.
There you go, that thing starts.
So that's how steel band start. Kettle drum from the oil. It's like the guy start playing it's like in America the poor people start playing a guitar by using string on a can.
That big
sardine can.
That big drum. The rest of them people.
They didn't patent it.
They didn't document it.
They did not patent it.
They didn't get no credit.
But the word is patent.
Sis Frank was the starter of that.
Okay, Sis Frank.
It was St. John's School for the Arts.
For the art, yeah. Yeah, I heard of them, yeah. St. John's School of the Arts.
Wells used to work together with Sis Frank.
With Sis Frank, and I create that storyline, yeah. Okay.
But Wells died.
Oh, he died?
Yeah, he died. He died
I don't
maybe about 5 years now.
Yeah. I heard of the Wells. The only Wells I know about is
Rudy Wells.
Rudy Wells. Rudy Wells is his name. And he started the culture of the art to
St. John's
School of the Art, yeah.
He and Sis Frank.
Sis Frank, yeah. Yeah, you start a business, do what?
To do lashes, nails, and possibly skin and hair, but I'm not sure. I'm still feeling it out.
Okay, I'm gonna give you some prop on my channel on YouTube. Okay?
Thank you.
Okay.
It's called Mademoiselle.
Mademoiselle.
Yes.
That's
like Mademoiselle.
That's catching.
But I use my name, Manny.
Oh,
But
Manny.
Yeah.
Okay, like that song, whatever it is, catching Spanish. I mean French. What you call it? New Orleans. You come out of New Orleans.
Yeah, something.
Okay, all right. All right.
Yes, but yeah, that island is 153 acres. Just about 10 people live on it. Which is 391.5 acres. And that island has the harbor that detains their people and the capital chocolate family. We get like 6-7 ships. And
They were talking about minimum wage. That was like 20 years ago, minimum wage.
Yeah.
So I told the reporter at the time, I said, you know, he said, what do you think about it? I said, well, minimum wage is the minimum wage. I said, somebody starting out in life, you can't start in top.
Right, that's correct. Right.
And my guy went out there and took the picture and he talked to me, and all he had in there,
well,
he cut
negative.
me off. Right, Ali said, this guy do not like minimum wage. He don't like poor people to get minimum money.
Right,
right away, you know, I had this negative thing about.
Yeah, reporters. Right. Yeah, but I'm not a reporter. I
know. You're doing a little thing.
I'm just, so what was the inception of Hall Bay? How did it, the inhabitants,
It was very small. It was a small community. There was only one main entrance where the ramp is. There was only space was there.
Yeah.
I grew up here with, we used to come on the beach with our rolling tubes, and every Saturday and Sunday and hang out on the beach. We were dying.
You used to float on in a tube too, right?
Yeah, we used to do that.
Yeah, that's how we used to do, float in a tube across the harbor.
My mother used to work with some people, and they had a British-made vehicle, and they had a red tube. And I was so privileged I had a red tube.
Yeah.
I had black tubes, I had a red tube.
Yeah, I got you. You was different. I'm listening. Right.
So it's just part of what it is.
So all of this hillside here, right? That land now been transformed into someone else's hand.
Yeah.
Did you ever?
In the 70s.
Did you actually thought that you would see a lot of houses on top of the hill there?
I watched it develop from the time it started, the time the road went in, all that stuff happened. I was there when all that stuff happened.
Yeah. So you grew up with it.
Yeah, I didn't live anywhere else in the world besides
Oh, you never left the island.
I traveled, but not live anywhere.
Oh, you traveled, but you didn't live for extensive period of time.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
I one in Nebraska.
Yeah.
And my other son lives there.
Yeah. You know, that's interesting, right? And I admire people. My sister was like you, right? And you may have known her, Linda Jensen. She married to a Jensen guy, Buster Jensen. His name is Harold Jensen. I'm Jensen from Smith Bay. And she visited her family, right? But she never picked up and lived somewhere else. Whereas what happened to me?
I'll be honest, I did a lot of travel. I've been to Mexico, I've been to Venezuela.
Yeah.
I've been to New York, I've been a lot of places.
Yeah, but I when I say travel, I mean live. Yeah.
When I come back here, I don't enjoy the ocean and all that when I'm away. I realize when I come back, hey,
appreciation.
How we doing?
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah.
Everybody cool?
Yeah. So I see that from that perspective, right? What I was saying, right, it's not that you travel, right? But the concept is that when I was growing up, and I'm living right on top of Frenchman Hill where a lot of them live, right? And I see all these ships coming in, right? And I'm interacting with the people who coming in with those ships because it was a renaissance taking place in the Virgin Islands back in the 60s and the 70s, right? With all these new people, right? And I said, when I graduate, either going to leave and go to college or go to the military, right? And I wasn't the only one that did that. A lot of people in my century did that and they're still doing it, right? And then they end up not coming back for a period of time because they lived there and they got acclimated to the lifestyle.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, my oldest daughter's been living in Nebraska now. She's there like 15, 16 years. So she have no real pull with her. And my other daughter just moved up there to North Carolina 3 years ago. So we still have a lot more contact with her. and whatnot. So.
Yeah. But you know what's strange about it? You heard what you said, right? The danger here, though, right, is that your offspring, even though they was born in this environment, right, they have a tendency of forgetting where they come from, and when they go to another place, they kind of like adapt it, and when they adapt it, they don't realize where they came from was paradise. You understand?
Well,
and then when they become the end of the lineage, right? They discard of that asset quickly.
Yeah.
Well, because what? In their mind, they don't know how that person got it, and they figure it's theirs, right?
Right, but you see, if you're not around when something is being done, it's like doing construction or building a house or having something, and you're not close to it, or you're not.
Is that Louis went to Charlotte Tamale High School like me, right? He was in a class of 71. I was in a class of 72. And he remembered the principal. He remembered those principal. He remembered Miss Thomas. He remembered the assistant principal. What was his name? Bonelli and Della Garden, right?
Yes.
Who was a counselor, right? And all them different. Could you remember one distinctive student in your class? Live in different places, worked for the federal government in 2 places, and came back to the Virgin Islands and transferred into the National Park Service and run that system at St. John for almost 15 years. I was the one that managing that facility over there. Right. So by me leaving, it was beneficial to me, and my roots were still intact, because I still have, like you said, my resident here, and even though I transplant,
you're lucky you didn't have to get your new green card.
right. So that's what. Yeah, back in the day. Yeah, remember Yeah. Right. Yeah. Okay, man. Okay, I'm gonna contact you when I get a time.
Yeah, but Professor,
I got it.
I just gave it to him, so you will let me know when I can come for my planting tree. Yeah, no. Yeah, man. You already your postal. You're doing a good job, man.
Name of Charlotte Amalie. You can also say Charlotte Amalia, A-M-A-L-I-E or A-M-A-L-I-A. And the name Charlotte Amalia came after the Queen of Denmark. So now,
and when you're telling me you're building ships, USS what?
Yeah, LHA7.
Yeah, but you actually originally from Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
What part?
West side.
West side of the island.
Well, what is the west side? I know Puerto Rico, like El Yunque, San Juan.
San Juan is
the opposite end.
San Juan is the east side.
Yeah.
I live in the west side.
So what is name? What's it? The west side is
Maya West.
Maya West.
Yeah, that's west area.
Yeah, and what's the one name again? What's the other one name again in the west?
There's Rincon.
Maya West.
Yeah.
Rincon.
Yeah.
Aguadilla.
Yeah. Aguadilla.
And the north, Arecibo.
Yeah, but there's a city in Puerto Rico that as a child, as a teenager, we used to go down there. They used to have a lot of bonanza. They used to have outdoor shopping, and it's called
Isabela.
What? Isabela. No, it's like, is it Santurce? Santurce, yeah.
They got like pipe and everything.
They used to sell a lot of
food.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
That's gonna be close to San Juan.
Yes, close to San Juan, and then you have Fort Cristobal. Ain't a fort there?
Yeah, that's the fort, San Cristobal.
Yeah, the fort.
San Cristobal.
Yeah.
That's in the old San Juan.
Yeah. So you live in Mississippi?
I used to. Right now I'm working over here.
Okay, I used to live in Illinois, and tell me, I interviewed someone in Illinois, right? They told me the reason why they have a lot of Puerto Rican nationalists living in Waukegan, Illinois. You ever heard of that, right?
I heard so, yeah.
It's because Abbott Industry was popular in Puerto Rico. The Abbott Pharmaceutical Company.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So they actually employ a lot of people from Puerto Rico, and then they give them opportunity to go and come and work in say Waukegan or North Chicago. Okay. So that's why you end up with a large population of Puerto Ricans living in Puerto Rico thing. Well, enjoy the scenery, man.
Thank you very much.
All right, you take care. All right. It's a view from the top of Garden Street Hill here. Top of Garden Street, looking down into Garden Street, U.S. Virgin Island, overlooking the new Magnificent Mile over there on the hill, Bluebird Castle. As I roll my camera around, you can see the beautiful architectural buildings that's still in the horizon there from Garden Street. And I'm gonna roll my camera to my right.
First cousin, because Jose Dawson is my great uncle. That's Sidney uncle. When Sidney came from Tatoli, he stayed up there in
Oh, now
that's what he stayed with.
Now I'm tying it in. Freeman Dawson was tight with Raymond Dawson for WAPA.
That's the family.
And I didn't understand it. He didn't allude it to me. Freeman.
So
I used to work for him.
Big Belly Dawson.
Yeah.
That's my father's uncle.
Yeah. From Pollyburg.
His name is Jose Dawson.
From Pollyburg. Okay.
Yeah, I talked to him, so I know the whole story.
Yeah, I know Freeman. I ran into Freeman when I went to work for WAPA.
He was Raymond's special assistant.
Yeah, that's why I met him. But I didn't know the connection with him and George, who's brothers, right?
Yeah.
And their father came out of George Van Dyke's.
So I don't know his name or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. And
all of us the family.
He's in the lineage of
Martin George.
Martin George.
Oh.
His father, his grandfather was Charles Leopold George, and Martin George Jr. had two children, and one of them children was Cecil and Raymond. Grandfather. Yeah. So I see how. But tell me, how did it Vanderpool tie in?
I don't know, but it gotta be through marriage.
Through marriage.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how it go, but they're all interrelated.
Yeah. Through marriage.
I didn't know that you're my family. I didn't know Darcy was my family.
Right.
It is some people told me later on.
Yeah. Like the Shinneries.
The Aikens them too.
The Aikens. Maddox, right. I know the Aikens, but I didn't know how to tie in because
look, you got Elwood George.
Yeah.
What had a Tatola yard here?
Okay.
I'm related to him on his mother's side, and then on the father's side to the George, right?
Yeah.
On the mother's side to the grab, his grandmother Rubina George. Rubina and his mother Gracita. Gracita.
Oh, Gracita.
Yeah, Rubina George. I study all them things.
Yeah. See, I'm learning that from my.
You go and check them out.
You said Martin.
No, I didn't say that. You gotta
go ahead.
I said Tyrone Martin.
Okay.
And Charles Martin and Miss Missy is affiliated with Mrs. Missy.
Okay.
They probably have grandchildren, so you go and check them out.
Okay, gotcha.
And they'll tell you
the commissioner.
The commissioner of public safety.
Okay.
At some point in time.
And he's connected with the George.
Yeah, he's affiliated, related to the George.
With the George, right.
Shape or fashion.
Okay, gotcha.
However that goes, you know.
Okay, gotcha. So we intertwined, man. This George family intertwined to everybody.
Very large.
Very large family. Yeah. And that's what's unique about this whole entire adventure here. Connecting all the dots, finding out who the limbs are and where the trunk came in from.
And as I related to it, this is a fascinating story that I received here from my cousin Sidney George. How was your brothers doing?
Everybody's doing
Charlie Green and
all them here doing
Marigold.
Marigold in the States.
And who? Tell me all your brother name. The one was
a lot of us.
Yeah, tell me, because I remember one of them was a pastor who used to live up by me. I didn't even know him.
That's John.
Yeah,
a lot of us.
Yeah, tell me who they are. Who are they?
You got Rita, the sister living in St. Christ Lights. A sister living here. Then you got Brenda George.
Okay.
Then you got Jane George, Franklin George, Marigold.
Yeah.
Leila George McFarlane, Sidney George, Bodell George, Samuel, Anthony, George, you got Vaughn George, you got Ivan George, you got Marva George, you got Carlon George, you got Eric George, you got John George, you got Ivan George. They have one named Rodney George, you got another one named Denton. There's a lot of.
So you had a lot of, Sidney had a lot of children.
Yeah.
So the one used to play steel band.
He had some in
What's the one to play steel band?
Santo Domingo.
What's the one to play steel band?
That's Vaughn George, they call him.
Yeah. So the guy who used to sing Gene George was your brother?
They're my cousin and Sifu.
Yeah.
Alvino George, that's Les Mora, that's Sidney's sister.
Yeah.
Son Ramon George, you remember Sifu, Alvino, Ramon?
Yeah.
They're cousins, first cousins.
Oh, I went to Charlie Green's son working at that auto part.
No, he had a big position, but he had another job too.
Oh, but this is his part-time job he had. Yeah.
That's Colin George Jr.
Colin, yeah. I used to call him Charlie Green.
Yeah.
The fastest man on legs. Yeah. Restored this house from a wooden building into a concrete building right now, right? Yeah. It used to be a shop, correct?
Yeah.
And you restored and you turned it.
And I too had a shop in there too.
And you turned it into apartment buildings.
This is just a place here, man, where I been there now. Got a lot of stuff stored and things there because I'm renovating the whole place.
Oh, you renovating?
Yeah.
So your father built this here from scratch. Sidney George bought it from Epifanio, right?
Yeah.
And all you always raised here?
No, we came from down below.
Down below?
We were born down lower down.
Okay.
And you started number 7 back in them days.
And you came up here?
A midwife used to bring you into the world.
Yeah. So you're saying that the Artley then was high class?
Nobody ain't born here.
So the high class was Artley then?
No, man. You got to think wrong. Got a lot of middle class people living.
No, I'm talking Artley them up there.
The Broomers were middle class.
Yeah.
The Ladders were middle class.
Okay.
The Young them were middle class.
Yeah.
The Ortiz were middle class. Henry V. Richard, the Richard them living on there were middle class. Some of them before my time.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
The Heiliger them were in there.
Heiliger was in here too? Sherwood them? Sherwood Heiliger?
Talk him out. The one lady that married Sherwood brother, he was a Heiliger, I forget his name.
Okay.
Sherwood was the brother of the guy who was living up here. He was married to Mrs. Heiliger. I forget his name.
What about them guy who live over the bridge, coming up over the bridge?
Steelo them living there.
Steelo, yeah. I run into Steelo's son in Georgia. Steelo.
Franklin Steele.
Franklin Steele. And he said he know my older brother named Dennis Carlwood.
You had an older brother named Dennis?
Dennis Carlwood. He left when he was young.
I never knew him.
Yeah, he left. He left young. He left. He never lived here. He went to New York. He went away. Yeah. Go ahead.
What was the one of the baseball player?
Alvin McBain. Inga Raymond children.
Let me figure it out first, man.
Yeah.
He had Senda. Had one named Betty.
Yeah, I know Betty.
It's a set of them.
Yeah.
You had one coming in a plane crash. And he got some money. We're living up in the Bronx. I forget his name.
Yeah.
Was his name Charles?
Charles, yeah.
Remember Charles? They got matched up in the plane.
Yeah, I remember Charles, yeah.
No, see, it takes a while to remember and saw them out.
Yeah. Okay. So Inga, like the guy called phoned them. That how they related to Inga Raymond them?
And then said they lived in a different area.
Yeah.
You had Mira. Paulie King was married to Mira. That was Funche's them mother and father.
Okay.
and they live in the yard with you.
Yeah, in the same yard.
I remember all of them. Some of them older than me and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I remember one named Lawrence.
Yeah.
I remember Funch.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had Merrill.
One was a reporter.
Had Merrill.
Yeah.
And his sister.
A Daily News reporter, one of them was, right?
No, Funch used to work in the printing press.
Yeah.
She was the printing press.
Yeah.
Funch will be down there in the afternoon, but you got to cut down and go down by Roosevelt.
Where he's at now?
Then you got to come down here around 5 o'clock, go down and sit down, go down there by Roosevelt. They got L'Ariel, Mikey, all them down there.
All them down there, yeah.
Them is your age group, right?
Yeah, I know them, yeah.
Well, them boys to be down there.
Yeah, okay.
You got to be from the time the slave became free, independent, striving for self-sufficiency, being able to take care of themselves, because in the beginning, they were very, very highly skilled. For example, you had one guy in the factory that used to make coffins and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I forget his name. He's from them guys right back at Janie to school.
Okay.
Nardo them and stuff like that, but you don't know these guys. Afternoon.
I heard the name Nardo.
Yeah,
right? But I'm talking about in our century.
Well, it's the same thing all the
No. There was a renaissance in our century, a time when everything was happy. A lot of house party, a lot of downtown had a crazy car, a lot of clubs, a lot of... What century was that?
That was from about the 60s to the 90s.
The 60s to 70s and the 80s. That was a renaissance in St. Thomas USVI.
No, what it was, that's where there was an abundance of money with flourish.
Right.
That was the heyday of St. Thomas.
Right, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Had a lot of businesses, had a lot of nightclubs and stuff
I call it the renaissance. Now let me pick your brain. What was the... I'm gonna give you a chance to answer this one, right? What was the first subdivision in St. Thomas?
I wouldn't know that. You got
Mahogany Estate.
I wouldn't know that. The guy to ask for that is Revo. Revo is a surveyor.
Yeah.
He worked in the survey.
Lodge in St. Thomas came out of African creation.
Yeah, most of the lodges came out of Africa.
And the prominent people that was involved in those lodges was
all
what?
The people that were affiliated in
like who?
Were close to that society.
Like who?
People who I don't know. For example, I know that Kitnos was involved in that. All the people who live here that I don't know before
was in the lodge.
Miss Baker, she used to deal with that. All of them affiliated with that.
Okay.
But I don't know them because of before my time.
Yeah, like Baker them.
Miss Baker.
You know Baker. What happened to Baker? He's still alive?
I'm talking about I'm talking about the
I'm talking about the Baker that I used to know.
Phillips, man. Edgar Baker Phillips, yeah.
Yeah, Phillips, yeah. And he had a sister named
It's a lot of them now.
I remember the sister. Yeah. Okay. So that's how the lodge came into existence all over the place, because it was a secret society. It's a secret society that sprang up in the Virgin Island also.
Everybody was, these were lodges, the common people affiliated and involved with them.
Okay.
Part of them.
Yeah, so that
membership in them.
So that yellow one up there, the yellow one up there was the lodge.
The one in the blue on the corner too.
For the blue one too?
Two of them, yeah.
The
Both
lodge.
sides of the street.
Yeah. Okay. Principal. They knew?
Yeah, that's part of it.
Your high achievement was principal of Jenny Tuitt School, right? Correct?
One of them people say.
So you was actually a history teacher, or what kind of teacher?
No man, I majored in education.
Okay.
And so see, look my house here.